Hey everyone, Kyle once again, aka Dresly Godzilla fan. Welcome back. And now I'm reviewing the third sequel to the Carnosaur films, Carnosaur 3: Primal Species. Once again, same thing here. Golden Scroll Award from Academy of Science Fiction, Fantasy, and Horror. Instead, in this film, this one was released as the third one of the franchise, and this time it stars Scott Valentine. For what I remember, he starred in a film called My Demon Lover. I haven't seen that film in a long time, but I remember he was in it. Says he, and once again, Rick Dean, who played Monk from Carnosaur 2, who died in that film, he's in this again as a different person. And it's directed as a guy at this time. Instead of Monk, is a guy played by he's a different guy named by the name of Paul Check. And this is directed by Jonathan Winfrey. I don't know what stuff he did. I don't know what other films he did. So a person for me, I wouldn't care. So, but he directed this film. Just want to say that. Now. So it was released in this was never released in theaters, so it went direct to video. It was released in 1996, a year after the first film. And so now the film was, and now this time, once again produced by Roger Corman. Now the opening of the film is by this military convoy, or just they're drive in and they get attacked by these people, these armed people, in ski masks, They kill all the soldiers there, and they steal the truck. They're basically after this truck. They have supposed that they thought that was uranium. They were after. When they hide in this warehouse, and then when they open up the truck, they find so-called computers, and they were behind the curtain. The leader of the bad guys. He goes behind the curtain and he sees velociraptors that were sleeping. And this is funny that he says, "Aw, down, no!" He's just screaming next to there's a velociraptor right next to him and it's sleeping and he's screaming. Yeah, real smart. You just scream next to a sleeping velociraptor. Yeah. Next thing, when he yells again, because one of the guys up there, saying that this is you call this uranium? I asked for uranium, you give me fucking reptiles. So he sees but the guy puts his head, and then in this he gets attacked and he gets pulled in. But then this time in the previous films, the Deinonychus' point of view. From its eyes, it was like a green night vision, just a green vision. That was it. In the second film, from the Velociraptor's point of view, it was a regular vision, except it was just all wobbly a little bit, There was no color vision. But in this one, this time the color vision they have this time is like a negative. A negative black and white vision. So they kill all the bad guys except for one. One escapes. He's all bloodied up, and the cops for some reason they just arrest him because they see him injured. It wouldn't be possible to call for an ambulance because he's injured, But instead they just have him gagged up in the back seat, Even before the bad guys were in the warehouse, they got Scott Valentine, who's the main character of this special military team. They're doing a training exercise, and he gets called. As they're doing a training exercise, he gets called in by the general. To tell him that there was that these people had stolen a special military convoy, and they were gonna stop them. And so they get in the helicopter on the way, and then as they get there, they get into as they're on the helicopter, they notice that they hear about the police apprehending one of the bad guys, and he says yelling something about monsters. So they're on their way to that place over there, the warehouse. And more cops get in. They enter the warehouse. They find body parts all over the place, blood everywhere. They hear something inside this another truck. As they open up, all the police are killed. They get attacked by the Velociraptors and the T-Rex. Then the special team arrive. They go inside. Once again, there was more body parts, and they inside this other room where there's a bunch of boxes. A dead body gets thrown at them, and then one of the raptors popped out from the boxes, throwing boxes all over the place. Two of the military people get killed. This female girl, she gets like a claw right to the face, and another guy gets killed, but you don't see it. You just see blood splatter against a box, and that was it. Then the rest of the three, they retreat back to the headquarters. General brings in this Dr. Hodges, played by Janet Gunn. I don't know what other films I've seen her in. She tells her the whole story about. They said the Carnosaur project was several years ago. Once again, they mention the first film. It was created several years ago by the scientists. So she gives them a little inside info what they're dealing with on the Velociraptors and the T-Rex. And they go into this different warehouse where they're supposed to be where it's like a meat warehouse. The two soldiers, they get locked in. They get sort of like locked in, and Scott Valentine shoots and goes after one. He gets attacked running backwards. Goes in this little goes into hides behind a door, preventing him from going inside. And then reinforcements come in, Marines. So they get reinforcements, and so as they're going inside the world, they're supposed to clear everything. They were gonna set up this trap, to capture one of the Velociraptors alive. Even though which Scott Valentine doesn't like, why take them alive? Just kill all of them. But no, we had to take one alive, because there's some of this thing that they could save millions of lives. But so he agrees to it anyway. But as he's in a conversation, the rest of the soldiers, there was a female soldier and talking with Rick Dean, Paul Check, So they have a little arm wrestle, and because they arm wrestle while there's a warehouse that has raptors in it though, but they decided to do a little arm wrestling. So then Scott Valentine, he comes in and tells them to get back to work, clear everything off. Once they do that, Rick Dean, I thought it was he was more funny in the second film, but just less funny in this film. Tries to look at a little joke. The doctor gives him a syringe. Kind of jokes like pretending to stab himself in the hand. Pulls up the he's like this. Trying to be funny with it. So they have the truss. They set like a side. They have a piece of meat that's hanging above the net. I don't know how it's supposed to trap that, because it's like a thin metal net, and it's supposed to lift this. I don't know how many pounds of this heavy Velociraptor, But then another raptor comes from behind and takes Rick Dean. He has him like up on the rope, dragging him behind. Scott Valentine cuts a piece of the raptor's tail off, and they shoot it. Then the one raptor was caught in the net gets away. So they take it back to this tent. talking some more. Then the rest of the piece that the raptor's tail grows back. It wakes up from being shot so many times. It's still alive. It wakes up, attacks them. Then all of a sudden, out of nowhere, the T-Rex just pops in and kills one of the Marines, bites his head off. But then they both run away, and they find out that they're on this ship. They're on this cargo ship, and they get the idea that they're supposed to get them out to sea, and they'll just try to freeze them. But that, I don't know how that plan works, because they just throw a couple of hoses to try to freeze them, but that doesn't work either. It was kind of pointless to me. The rest of the soldiers, they get killed. More soldiers get killed. Two more guys get killed, and then there was Scott Valentine, the female soldier, and Rick Dean. They find the nest of eggs that the T-Rex has reproducing. Polchak, of course, Nico starts shooting all the eggs, and the T-Rex pops in and bites his arm off, and he dies. And the T-Rex is just eating the rest of him, and that's how he died. So this, and then Scott Valentine, the last two Marine soldiers and the doctor, they plan to set charges all throughout the ship and blow it up. The last Marine guy, the T-Rex pops through the ceiling, eats him, pulls him up. Then the female soldier, she gets attacked by a raptor, twists her head, and blood squirts on the wall, and pulls her head off. Then Scott Valentine and the doctor get to kill that raptor and another raptor, and that was it. And that was it for that. And then they run into the female T-Rex. It was a female T-Rex. They run they hide in this container, and Scott Valentine, he has like another set of another C4 explosive, and he throws it into the T-Rex mouth and hits the remote, boom, blows up the T-Rex's head. And as time's running out, the ship starts to explode. They jump in the water, and the rest of the ship explodes. So they're stranded right in the middle of the ocean. I don't know how they get rescued, but then of course it cuts away towards that one guy that was from earlier, one of the bad guys from the beginning is gagged in the backseat of a police car. Of course, they leave the ending. There's one more Velociraptor that's still alive. Pops next to the police car, and the guy screams, and it cuts to credits. So yeah, Primal Species. It's Carnosaur 3 Primal Species. I don't know. To me, I don't know how should I put these in my favorite order. I would put Carnosaur 2 as my favorite, and then I would put number 3 as my second favorite. So 2, 3, and 1. But I like all three of the films, so it doesn't really matter which one's my favorite. Of course, the film got Carnosaur 3. That film got more negative reception, and from what I remember, it has a much more lower rating on IMDb. Like the first film, the first Carnosaur film, had like a 3.3 on IMDb. Carnosaur 2 had a 2.9 on IMDb, and Carnosaur 3 has a 2.5 on IMDb. So all three of these are way low on IMDb. Yeah, because for me though, I do like these films, but I do understand why they got so much ratings on low ratings on IMDb, because how bad these films are. But to me, I can't help but like them. Now, of course, well, there were supposedly 2 more sequels in the Carnosaur films. Oh my god. I don't know what I can say. The supposed the 4th sequel was supposed to be called Raptor. It was made in 2001 and starred Eric Roberts. Oh my god. Now, here's the thing though. Here's like a real funny thing. But I'll get to that in a second though, but um, Raptor, it was supposed to be called Raptor. It was supposed to be called Carnosaur 4, but here's what the thing they did with it. They took whatever you look to show like a raptors or the T-Rex attacks kills. They pretty much took all of the footage of those Raptor / T-Rex attacks from the first 3 films, and they put it in this. So wherever you see like in Raptor, because I ain't gonna do a review of Raptor. I'm not gonna do that because I hate that film to death. And here's the surprising thing about Raptor. That was the first one I saw. That was the first film I saw before I saw these. Because at the time, you know, I didn't know much about films, you know. It was just like a dinosaur film. Okay, cool, you know. But when I first heard about these, I don't think at the time I thought they would not be related to that film. But when I saw these, and I noticed what the scenes they used, like, oh my god. Well, even at the time I saw these, I still like my reaction was not that big though. But now that I look at them, I was like, oh my god, I can't believe I saw that movie first, you know, because I didn't know if these movies existed because I noticed from the footage they used for Raptor. I just can't believe I saw that movie first. I just cannot believe I saw that movie first. Because that movie, I would say is like what I would say even call it film because there's so much in that, you know. Even when the scenes when at the end, you know, when Eric Roberts, same thing, he gets into one of those mechanical vehicles, attacks the T-Rex. All they use is this footage from the first and second film. From the mechanical attacks, you know. So basically, when they use footage of those, you don't see Eric Roberts really attacking. You just see him just bouncing around in the cab of that mechanical vehicle, you know, the forklift or whatever it is. He even said the same line what the kid said in the second film. Eat this, Barney. Oh my god. That film's I saw that a long time. It was made in 2000. It was made in 2001. And that year 2001, I had not seen that film since. I have it on DVD. I don't have the DVD cover, but I have it in a DVD case. As a matter of fact, yeah, give me a second. Yeah, I have where I have DVDs that I don't have the DVD covers for. So I have it in here. Just give me a second, I'll pull it out. Where is it? Where's that piece of crap movie? I want to show you. I know I do have it. It's probably in my other case. But in case you're wondering, though, my screen went blank, so I had to change that for a second. I know I do have it. I just want to show you. No. Here it is. See here? Raptor. I just can't believe that I saw this movie first. What did I say? And look at that. See all this? I don't know if you can see it though, but so many smudges and scratches on this thing. Yeah. Yeah, I threw it. That's it. See that? I don't care if I scratch it some more. I can throw this as many times as I want to. I'm not picking it up again. You get the point. But yeah, Chapter 4 sucks. And there was another supposed fifth sequel called The Eden Formula. So it's D. Wall Stone and Tony Todd and Jeff VA. And they still use and they also use the same footage too. I remember seeing on YouTube there was supposed to like a T-Rex hop in when there was a piece of explosive. It explodes and it just hops like a little bunny rabbit. Ugh. I'm not mentioning that. I'm not gonna do that filming. I'm not gonna do that film. I don't even own the film, but I know how it is. So yeah, these are way better than those two films. Carnosaur 1, I do enjoy. Same with Carnosaur 2, and same with Carnosaur 3. I do enjoy these low-budgeted films, even because they do have a lot of some notable actors and lots of good practical puppets and suits. That I feel is way better than stuff today, effects-wise. And there was also some good gory death scenes too. So yeah, this Raptor and Eden Formula, they can kiss my ass. I don't care. I'm not gonna review those films. I'm never gonna mention those films again. So anyway, that's the Carnosaur franchise. And thanks for watching, and I'll see you later on the next review. Bye bye.